Hi everyone, it's me, and here we are with our Silver Wine Club for June. So, little sneak peek at all the juice we're going to talk about. We go. All right, kicking things off, we've got the Brilla Rosé Prosecco. So this is an Italian sparkling wine from the Valdobbiadene region. The wine itself, great. The packaging obviously helps. It's sparkly, it's fun, it's finally sunny, so it's catching that. But made from the Glera grape, which is, very classic, traditional, the required grape of Prosecco, of course. And a little bit of Pinot Noir that gives it that pretty pink color. So sparkling wine done in the Charmat method. So, big tanks designed to be that fruit forward, fresh, fun, easy drinking. Something you can just grab for the plus 20 weather we're gonna have next week. But yeah, so it's gonna have your bubbles. It's gonna have, nice lilac, rose. Obviously you get the red fruit notes on there as well. Great acidity. So definitely can enjoy solo or happy hour or breakfast if you're on vacation, whatever works for you. If you are gonna have it with food, dynamite with seafood, with fresher salads, citrus notes, or it's a great little nightcap or meal cap. Again, if you're afternoon delighting, but you could have it with a fresher fruit salad or something like that, and the bubbles and the acidity really kind of cleanse the palate and cap things off nice. So this is the Brilla. Let's see if the sun catches it. Okay. Next up, we've got the Sziget Lencs, so a little Austrian white. That's actually its name. Mike's here today, so Sziget Lencs. I'm still going. Grauburgunder, which is a fun way of saying Pinot Gris. So this one comes from the east side of Austria, kind of right up on the border there. The region itself is Burgenland, but this is just a really cool little property, husband and wife team that, operate all aspects of the farming, the winemaking, everything like that. This image here is the watchtower, which you can actually, if you're sitting on their deck, you can see the lake right there, right beside the vines, watchtowers on the other side. The vines, some of them date back to so old that the vines themselves go underneath the lake. So they affectionately call it terroir versus terroir because the vines, are quite literally intricate in the water. But the Pinot Gris, this is your kind of light, medium body white. We're on the 2023s with this one, so incredibly fresh. It just hit the bottle, just got on the shelves. Lots of, pear, melon, stone fruit characteristics. It has that great freshness and vibrancy, and then a little nice long finish on the back end. So Austrian Pinot Gris, Grauburgunder, and South African Sauvignon Blanc. So this one is from the Western Cape area of South Africa, which again, we're seeing more and more kind of quality little gems coming out of there at great prices, which always helps. But Sauvignon Blanc, the wine itself kind of has more of a French influence than I thought it might. So, it's a little more restrained on that bright, you don't get the big pops of grapefruit necessarily. But citrusy, it's still fresh, but just, a little quieter with that juicy acid on the back end. So Franc, Sauvignon. And now let's kick off the reds. First one is the Casa Viva Pinot Noir from Chile. So this one here is right from Casablanca Valley, the village of Casablanca, which is quite known for its, bright colors and the cool architecture, and they kind of play off that with the label here. This is, aside from San Antonio, this is the coolest growing region in Chile, which for us is great, especially with a Pinot Noir, because it allows for that high acid, that freshness. The grapes aren't cooking in the sun or the valleys too long. The area itself, quite on a global scale, they really, it's an Eden for grape growing. It has, all the climate, the soils. It has the proper conditions that if it's done right, you can really create some gems down there. With this Pinot, I like this one because it's not over extracted. It's not like they're trying too hard to let it sit there and pull as much as they can. They do what it's supposed to do. You get that, you know, cool red jujube characteristic on the nose. You get the bright fruit, but it's a balanced, light, easy drinking. Again, this one, you could get away with salads with it for sure. If you like your reds a little more chilled, Pinot Noir is a great one that you can pop in the fridge because it doesn't have those tannins again. So, you know, it can chill and it's not going to get that woody, gritty, uneven texture to it. Lighter chicken dishes, you know, even barbecued pork or kebabs or something like that would be great. But the Casa Viva. Next up, Cola Quito. So this is from Castelfranetto, Abruzzo. I should have gone in the back where I have my Italy map now, but southern Italy, a little more rustic style. These ones are just easy drinking, easy dinner wines, you know, fun grabs. This Montepulciano, medium body, tends to have a little bit more of that rustic herbaceousness to it. You start seeing the blackberries, blueberries, some plum characters. Little bit of smokiness, nothing unappealing or big or, you know, a result of wildfires or anything like that, but it does have, you know, kind of that subtle characteristic to it. Done 100% in stainless steel. So again, a much cleaner style of Montepulciano, which makes it great for pizzas, pastas, anything like that. So Cola Quito. And to wrap things up, Malivoire. Thanks, honey. So this one, you know, especially while we're having our own issues with BC, kind of gives Ontario and the other areas of Canada a chance to kind of show what they have. And we've been looking for other Canadian wines that, you know, really stand out in terms of quality, that we can still, you know, at a price people like. And the Malivoire kind of came through for us. So Old Vines Foch. This is Maréchal Foch, a grape that saw a lot of in Germany, saw a lot in Europe, all but extinct. You know, I'm sure people have heard of Quailsgate, the Old Vines Foch, or you start to see it. But I mean, it was a grape that for a lot of years, BC was growing it, and they would just ship it off for the grape festival and use it to stomp. Like, it was just like a ceremonial grape. They didn't even bother making wine out of it. And then you start seeing winemakers come along that say, you know, this is cool, we can do something with this. So Canadian wines, especially the Foch, they do a really good job in areas. This one right from Niagara Peninsula. So this is your fuller bodied, you know, big round style red. It does have, I think it's only 12% and lower tannins, which make it great for, again, with the warmer weather for June. You can totally get away with it with a steak or with those bigger dishes. But if you were to just do like a mango black bean salad or something leaner, it's not too big for lighter fare. So versatile in that aspect. Martin Malivoire was a big Hollywood special effects guy turned winemaker. So really cool history. The property is super cool. But yeah, a nice little Ontario red for us. And again, give it another love on the camera. That is our June Silver Wine Club. So thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you later.